PSE Evoke 31. So I was just working on the BowTech, and the BowTech was a pain in the butt to adjust the cams, mostly because the screws got in the way, or sorry, the limbs got in the way of the screws, and it was really screwy and not fun. And it looks like the letter appears in a little hole there, and that's the one that is the selection you want. So we'll adjust draw length that way. I'll just magically Google it really quick and figure out which one that's supposed to be. So pretty sweet looking bow, pretty far so far. I feel like PSE always is like pretty simple, not complicated. Desert brown color, which is all right. You know, I'm down with that. It goes from, this is important information now, you can go from 40 to 80 pounds with the PSE. Now, you do have to change the limbs in order to do that. You're not going to get it just with the limbs that you have on it. This one is maxed out at 70 pounds. It's a 31 inch. It's a 31 inch brace height, hence the Evoke 31. The speeds on this are kind of like, you know, within the weight range. It does change it drastically. So it's 336 feet per second to 343 feet per second. So it's a pretty fast bow. The brace height is 6 inches. Well, that's pretty much all you need to know about this bad boy. It can draw from 24.5 inches up to 30 inches. So it's going to be about 1 inch short for me on my max. But we're going to try and get this bad boy adjusted and throw a whisker biscuit on it that came with it. Why not? We'll put the biscuit on it and we'll throw the old sight on it that came with it, which is a cheap Trophy Ridge 4-pin, which you might throw on one of my kids' bows. So let's get her going. Man, so I did have to use a star bit. I didn't even have to take the screws out all the way. I just loosened them, rotated, inserted, screwed down both sides, and I was good to go. So that was a bonus. I like that. I like simple, you know, especially for the average archer who is not a pro at all. Simple is way better. So anyway, I'm gonna slap some accessories on this thing. We're gonna drop back for the first time and see how she goes. I just noticed this one. So, you know, if you're gonna ship a sight and a rest to someone, include the bolts. So I thought maybe I would put a QAD on this. So basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna try and insert a string separator, a little tool like this, in through, I believe, what they call the bus cable. Probably easier to do this on a press. So I might end up having to do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna press it. Shoot. But I'll show you something in a second. So I'm gonna insert the string separator in there through here, right here on the cable that travels down. I think that's called the bus cable. When I'm drawing back, it travels down. That's what's gonna activate my QAD. So I'm gonna press it real quick, get the string separator in there, and then basically stick the QAD string through there, and then I'll show you a little trick. It's not really a trick. All right, so I got my string running through the cable here, and it's just under the serving. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it pretty tight, and then I'm gonna draw back the bow. And when I draw back the bow, basically this string is gonna come through the cable. I'm not gonna let it go. And then right where that is, I'm going to cut it and mushroom it out with my lighter. And then we're gonna be good to go. I just do that right there. I'm gonna pad that out a little bit. Add a little bit of heat. Kind of mushroom it with the end of my lighter. And that should be good to go. Just hope. Looks good. All right, PSE Evoke 31 in the sprinkling rain. First time pulling this back to shoot an arrow through it. And I got it all set up this morning. Here we go, 70 pounds. Actually, it's probably like 65 because it's not cranked down all the way. Don't know if the sight's sighted in.
30 inches. I'm usually a 31 if it looks weird. I'm gonna let back down. Ooh, look at that. It doesn't creep. I love it when it doesn't creep. I like the back wall. It's not like super solid, but the draw cycle was nice. Whew, whoa, that seems fast.
All right, so you kind of already got my first impression out of the bow. I'm gonna take a little more time to just kind of analyze this thing. So everything looks good about it. It was easy to change the draw. I like that. QAD, easy setup, just because my string was long enough. If I had to change the string on the QAD, that would have taken a little more time. Pretty smooth draw. I don't like the QAD and the way it sounds when I draw it back, but that's not the bow's fault. Solid back wall. It doesn't creep forward when I relax. I'm relaxed. Okay. String angle is pretty good for a 31 inch. I have a 31 inch draw. This is at 30. A lot of oomph in the hand when I shoot it, but it's not loud. Sorry, it's not loud. Quiet bow, smooth draw, good back wall, love the valley. Honestly, of the PSEs that I've been trying lately, this beats all of them. And this is, I believe, a 2019. So, something good about that year. This is the Evolve cam system. I don't know if it's the first year they came out with the Evolve cam system, but bravo to them. And good job, PSE. BowDad gives his approval on this one. 8.9 out of 10. This is BowDad. I'm out.